It's been a difficult week for the Vatican with new allegations about the cover-up of sexual abuse by priests. The scandal is raising new doubts and questions about the role of church authorities reaching as high as the Pope. But the sins of the fathers, whatever they may be, are not changing people's minds about the existence of miracles. And that's what we're focusing on over the next hour. Recent polls show that about 8 out of every 10 people, and not just Catholics, believe in miracles. Nearly 5 out of 10 say they've personally witnessed or experienced a miracle. Tonight, you're going to meet people who say they are living proof that miracles do happen. Were there dramatic recoveries, medical mysteries, or miracles brought about by faith and a heavenly connection? It is Saturday night at the Keg in Colwich, Kansas. Among the couples and singles enjoying a night out is volunteer firefighter Chase Kear, who now has a special aura.
A lot of people just wanted to touch me. They'd come up to me and say, I just want to touch a miracle.
What happened to Chase Kear made him quite a legend around Colwich. It's a farming community of some 1,400 people nestled in southeastern Kansas. It is a friendly place, says Chase, and a great spot to grow up, especially if you're a star athlete at the high school.
I was on the track team and the football team and the wrestling team.
What was your favorite sport?
Track.
Were you good?
Yeah.
How did you pick pole vaulting? I'm curious.
I liked it. Fell in love with that sport.
What's so great about it?
You know, you get shot into the air.
Flying through the air feels good?
Oh yeah, I love it.
In fact, Chase's talent for pole vaulting won him an athletic scholarship to a local community college. But instead of actually pole vaulting, Chase works as an assistant coach after being sidelined by an accident so severe, doctors say it should have killed him. What do you remember about the day of the accident?
Well, I remember hitting the jump, you know, jumping off the ground, and it flexed way too easy.
The pole did?
Uh-huh.
But you knew as soon as you started the jump that something was wrong.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be bad.
You landed on your back.
And my butt caught the very end of the mat, and it flipped me onto my head.
In an instant, Chase was propelled headfirst onto the concrete track. What was the next thing you remember?
Black.
His coach called, and he said, Chase has been in an accident. And the first thing I thought was car. And then as the conversation went on, you know, he told me he was vaulting and he missed the mat.
That must have been very scary.
Yeah, I will never forget him saying, it's bad, it's really bad. Those are the words that just are burned into my mind.
Chase was airlifted to Wichita's Via Christi Regional Medical Center. The doctors told his parents the prognosis was bad.
And they told us that that he had some severe trauma to his head, and that
He was very, very sick.
very,
They
very
said that a
sick.
lot. So he said, right now your son has a better chance of dying than living.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Raymond Grundmeyer says Chase's skull had been literally cracked in half.
When Chase hit, with all the momentum of stress here, the base of the skull fractured through the temporal part of the bone, both sides.
What were you thinking he was going to be like if he survived? What was he going to be like?
Institution,
Right.
diapers, a vegetable.
Yeah.
A vegetable. I mean, that's what we were facing. We knew that.
Chase's brain was swelling dangerously. As he lay near death, his family asked that he be given the last rites, the Catholic sacrament for those about to die. His family then began to pray.
My sister said, do you want me to call our home parish and put him on the prayer line? And I said, yes, please. She said, do you want him on the Father Capon prayer? And I said, yes.
Why Father Capon? Why him?
Our parish started praying it several years ago.
Father Emil Capon, a Kansas farm boy who became a local hero, remembered for his extraordinary acts of compassion and bravery as a chaplain during the Korean War. It's said that Father Capon frequently risked his own life to treat wounded soldiers on the battlefield.
He was always willing to go out and be with the men where they needed him the most, and that was usually on the front lines. He was captured with his men, sent to prison camp number 5 in North Korea. It was there that he proved his heroic virtues.
Fellow POWs say his selfless ministries continued in captivity. He often gave up his own meager food rations to save other soldiers' lives. And Father Capon himself contracted pneumonia and eventually died in the prison camp. Father Capon is now a candidate for sainthood. Worshippers here pray to him because they believe he is in heaven and can intervene with God, the only one who can perform a miracle.
The idea is the miracle shows that you're definitively in heaven, and it's a sign of God's favor. And Christians believe that you're praying to someone who is basically putting in a good word for you.
As Chase Kear lay near death, his parents put a Father Capon prayer card on his hospital bed. And there was a modern twist. Chase's younger brothers put the prayer on the internet.
We were getting comments from people all over the world.
Your sons put this on Facebook.
It was on Facebook.
They said, pray for Chase, and put the words to this prayer.
Yes.
And they were all praying to Father Capon. How does the prayer go?
Father Emil Capon
Gave glory to God by following his call to the priesthood and thus serving the families of Kansas and those in the military. I ask your intercession, but that I too may follow your service to God.
As the prayers of a whole community filled the air of Colwich, Kansas, something incredible was about to happen. Could medical science explain it? Or was Chase about to get help from beyond?